Welcome to Heartwise Tarot. This is your clarity sesh. I'm going to start with some divination dice. Okay, I have two different sets. We're going to start with like the divination first. Take this as a grain of salt. This is like the fate dice, but we're going to see what comes up. Your love at work. Will embark on travel when it's least expected. So maybe there's like an out of town business trip or retreat that last minute ends up being something that your partner needs to go on. And maybe it creates like a little bit of stress. Okay. And again, if this doesn't resonate, that like doesn't mean that this message isn't for you. We're taking these ones with a grain of salt. We're having fun with those. These are going to be like the actual ones. We have Pisces and Uranus and the eighth house. So some emotional exploration and depth, if you will. The eighth house is all about harnessing the power of transformation and change. It is housed by Scorpio, another water sign. And it seems as though you're feeling the feels, but you're also like transmuting. Like you've been through a lot and you've been doing a lot of the internal work. That's what I want to say. We're going to get an archetype card for the season of life that you're in. Shoot. Okay, that was a lot. We're not going to take all of those. Okay, so we have the gambler. Willingness to follow your intuition even when others doubt you. This is giving Fool energy, so very fitting for a Uranus. And also April 25th, Uranus will transition to Gemini, leaving Taurus. And that it will stay in that sign until like 2032 to 2033. And so there's a lot here on technology. I'm wondering if you're using an app or maybe like you're journaling electronically on a different kind of device. Like you're also meditating possibly like with like guided meditations. But you're learning to nurture that relationship with your intuition a little bit more. You might be taking a lot of baths. Baths might be soothing or long showers just to kind of process. But I think the point here is that you're learning to trust yourself. We have the Lovers card here in the reversed position, and so maybe there is a little like miscommunication. Some of you, by the way, this like might be random, but some of you might be sleepwalkers, or you have like Uranus, or I'm sorry, Pisces in the eighth house. You could have a very detailed dreams. Another thing with Uranus is the Uranus influence. That's like maybe you rely on your intuition for like to make decisions, and maybe other people have kind of made you feel small for that, when in the end, anytime that you've followed your intuition and you listen to that gut instinct, like you've never been wrong. So maybe that's like something here with the Lovers in reverse, is that our mind and body, there's a disconnect there. There could also be, because we have like the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, there could have been a misunderstanding or a conflict within a system. The Lovers rules Gemini, and so that could be like extended family or siblings. If not conflict, there's an evolution within the relationship. I am like getting tongue tied here. We do have the four, well, also like the lovers is all about communication, right? And then we have this Four of Cups here. And maybe for a while you have felt like your social battery has been draining and like you're just feeling like blah, like beige. Like if beige was a feeling, that would be it. Like just uninspired and creatively blocked and not really feeling like talking to anybody. And with the Four of Cups here, this is about like reigniting that flame of inspiration or wanting to be seen. And then like we have the Six of Wands. So I think you will get that recognition. This is with the gambler relying on luck, the shadow being, I wanted to touch on the shadow attribute before hiding it, relying on luck rather than hard work. And I think that's a big misconception surrounding like manifestation is that like, oh, you just put it on a vision board and like wait for it to come true. That's half of manifestation. Like that's that like one part. The other part is making yourself available for opportunities and positions in which like pockets into that desired reality can like flow to you. I do feel a strong sense of luck. Maybe Uranus is moving into your 8th house of Gemini, which I don't know what that would make you. If that would be a Scorpio, again, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I think because there's something about all three of these cards featuring two people. And maybe this healing, this time for you, Spirit is encouraging you to really open up and be vulnerable with the people that you know that you can trust. Also, that could be changing Uranus in the 8th house because like secrets is within the 8th house. Maybe you're discovering a secret that was kept from you or your siblings, or you're discovering new things around your family or your partner. Like it could be your partner or your partner's family. But the Six of Wands is expansion. And when we are like, when we allow ourselves to just kind of observe without judging or jumping to conclusions or preparing to take action or making the to-do list, just like, let's tune in, you know, that's what Spirit, I think, is inviting here. It is like through others' recognition and the conversations with with others that sparks like new ideas to rise and emerge. And I think that in it of itself is exciting. Because maybe you were the person that didn't like the group projects. So working with Uranus though, also like tracking where it is in your birth chart. I wanted to say something. Oh, my goodness. See, that was like a sudden shift in motion. Okay, I just wanted to note that like the Lovers is from May 21st to June 21st, and then like July 2nd to July 22nd, is that right? Is the Four of Cups. And the Six of Wands is August 8th to the 11th. So like the summer could be really pivotal, and maybe you're working with others in the summer in a different way. You're exploring emotional depths. Maybe some of you are like mental health counselors or something. Like you're working to change the emotional climate within, you know what I'm saying? Or you're working with a therapist. That could also be. I got too that you could either be a source of support for a loved one going through a difficult time or a difficult transition, or even helping them, like helping support them through the ramifications of something really massive in their lives. I also picked up that there could be emotions surrounding like accomplishments and success that are holding you back, like conversations around where you should be in life. And I think sometimes it can feel difficult not to compare, especially when we have access to so many platforms, and that's like everybody's just sharing the highlights, and so it can be difficult to look at other people's lives relative to your own. And so I do think you have a really amazing support system. The Six of Wands and like the Lovers can sometimes like mean being with like the person that you consider to be like your person, right? And like I think they give you a lot of stability, but also like close friends and like people who you really, really love to share things with and like you have a genuine relationship with. It's truly something. Social support, breaking out of our shell a little bit. And that's the thing, like a little bit at a time. So that's my collective message to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in a video soon. Ciao, ciao for now.